Hey guys, welcome. It's your girl, Black Girl Minimalism. It is the nighttime read. We're utilizing the Black Tarot Ancestral deck. So we're doing a spread of 12. Y'all know where we are. We're in the bedroom tonight. Got the fresh sheets going. I'm so excited to read for you guys. The first card that popped out is the Ace of Baskets. I see that as a ancestral card. That will be one of the cards that I will be reading because I love the vibe of this. I just see this as a ancestor just guiding you, being a light in wherever it is that you're going. We also got the High Priestess, which is the it has the moon energy surrounded around it, and she's also wearing the purple, which I see that as a color of royalty. She's underwater, she's floating, and this is not quite as moon energy because it doesn't have any moon surrounded around them, but it is in a circular motion. They're surrounded around these I don't know that flower. I can't think the name of this flower. Yeah, but they're surrounding both of them. I know the flower, but I can't think of the name. Um, we also got the Nine of Knives, and there it goes. The blue is also present in this card as well. The Four of Baskets, the Magician card. Again, we got the Magician card in the Queer Inclusive deck, and this also has the moon energy. We get the Four of Knives, again, asking us to sit down, be in stillness. The Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Baskets is also present as well. So I see that as a communal or community card. And I hope that you guys had a wonderful start to your week. We received the Nine of Coins, and I see this as an abundance card. I love when very good energy thus far. The Six of Baskets, this is like, I see this as a childlike energy. In this particular card, it's asking you to step into your child's bearing feelings, whatever that may be. If it's going out to paint, if it's riding a bike, if it's whatever that makes you feel childlike, just do it. We also received the Six of Knives, the Father of Baskets. And I see this as the Father of Baskets I see this as being fruitful and like harvesting as well, because he has a basket present, but he's harvesting what he's planted because it's surrounding him again. So I see a lot of surrounding energy around each of these cards. And then I'll stop there. We also got the Ace of Wands. Sorry. The Ace of Wands, I spoke to this card earlier with the Queer Inclusive deck because this was the the presence of the tattoo that was in the Sun card where they were under the Baboa tree, and I was talking to the ancestral energy. So I see this as an ancestral energy and the Ace of Baskets as ancestral energy. And then we also received the Father of Knives and the Son of Knives as well. And then what's facing up is the Eight of Baskets. She's on a journey. And there's the blue again, in her her pants, leggings, however you want to see it. She's on a journey and she's fully packed. She's ready to go. Well, she's fully packed and she's going. She's gone. So, we're going to read to some of the energy that we haven't read before or we haven't read in a while. So that might be, let's start with the Eight of Baskets. So the Ace of Baskets. So the Ace of Baskets is this card here. And it is compassion, it's intimacy. A man sits on a chair in a field of flowers. One of his ancestors standing behind him with the hands on the seated man's shoulders. The man has been soul searching, looking for his purpose. He has come to realize that what he longs for cannot be found outside of him, so it's within you. The Ace of Baskets carries the energy of emotional fulfillment. It indicates an overflow of abundance and peace. This card calls for you to live in a way that will build your generational peace, compassion, and grace. It is time to welcome all that is blossoming and blooming. It says the yang energy for this specific card is spiritual beginning or awakening, new relationships, compassion. Search within the soul for one's true purpose or desire. And the aligning energy for this particular card is spoiling yourself as you would a loved one. So you deserve the finer things in life. And the next energy that I'm going to read into is, let's see, the Nine of Coins. So let's see, that's all the way here. So the Nine of Coins is talking about the traits of being self-sufficient, and I'll put the card up. It's talking about being self-sufficient and luxury. A couple stands at the entrance of their home welcoming guests with honey jars and figs. They have built their empire and are comfortably self-sufficient. This couple has broken free of the constructs created to limit them and now have a flourishing hive made on their terms. The two honor each other as equals and take pride in the home as in the home that they have made. They are filled with gratitude, so they are thankful for the things that they have, for their lifestyle, circumstances, and company. The Nine of Coin rings of abundance. The couple appreciates moving at a slower pace, taking care of their environment, and acknowledging their process. They make time to thank those who have come before them, who've paved the way. And it's asking you, what is your manifesto? What's your purpose? Continue to structure your life in a way that works for you in the balance and the sustainability. Feel confident in the ability to handle anything that comes your way. Trust your voice, trust your inner knowing, and don't be afraid to create a path where where few have wandered. And I think that's why this came up as well. Is she's on a journey, and right behind it is a Daughter of Wands. Again, another travel card. So you're obviously going on travel. The yang energy is prosperity and comfort, having the time and state of mind to enjoy it, having resources on hand to make further gains, and prosperity as a result of hard work. So you're reaping the benefits of your hard work. And the alignment energy asks you to enhance your space, maybe like cleaning your space up, letting go things that are not working for you, and to make clear of the things that are going to be able to add to what you need in your life. Create an environment that feels rich and in ways that matter to you. So making sure that your energy reflects who you are. And your space reflects who you are, because your space ultimately cultivates, how you feel that you want to go through your day. And then the last energy that I'm going to read to is the High Priestess card. One of the most beautiful cards in the deck. So the High Priestess is asking you to slow down. And I feel like I already said, slowing down, taking time to sit still. I see that in this card as well. So slow down, intuition, yes. A woman is submerged in water, embracing all beneath the surface. She is the bridge and a connector between the seen and the unseen. And I'll put the card up again so you can see it. So she's the connector. She's the conscious and the subconscious, the light and the shadow. She's okay. So yin and yang energy. The pomegranate is the original forbidden fruit around her symbolizes the secrets that hold rebirth, and fertility. The two halves of the pomegranate reminds us to balance all parts of ourselves: heart, mind, and spirit. The high priestess is the protector of the unconscious, reminding us to retreat and to reflect, to really think about the things that we want in our lives. She invites us to the dream realm, while also giving us access to the earthly wisdom. She encourages us to find the equilibrium between opposites, like the cycles of seasons, the sun and the moon. And we also are coming into a new moon in Leo. So we're reflecting on, this is where we're putting out the energy of like what we want to bring in brand new. The high priestess is the moon in all its phases, so embracing everything. So that's all that I'm going to read for this particular deck. And then I'm going to pick 3 cards from our Feminine Wisdom Oracle deck. So this was our Black Tarot Ancestral deck. And we've been reading from this card for the last, I think 2 or 3 days. And, this is my first deck. So I love to read from this particular deck whenever I have a chance to. All right. So the first 2 cards that we have, and I'll pick one more card, is the Strength card. We began the Strength card pretty recently and pretty consecutively. And then the next card that we received is the Harmony card. You're at peace, balance. I didn't even see this at peace and balance, but you're at peace and you're at balance. And then the last thing that we received is the Abundance card, and it has a crescent moon there. And we're also in a crescent moon cycle right now. And like I said, we're coming into the new moon in Leo. So I'm going to read that particular card. So abundance, a generous amount, and I'll put the card up so you guys can see it. A generous amount of anything meaningful and worthwhile, a state of plenty. The card you drew today invites you into abundance of health and wealth. So those 2 things align each other. Nothing is lacking. Everything is just as simple as a process of giving and receiving. Affirm yourself in this moment. So affirming, saying yes. I trust that abundance surrounds me. I am worthy of everything that is beautiful, meaningful, and harmonious. And my health is great, and my wealth is ever growing, meaning it's overflowing. So the affirmation for this particular card is saying that I choose to be generous, appreciative, grateful, and loving. I know that embodying these qualities will bring more abundance into my own life too. So that is the read. I love you guys so much. I will see you tomorrow. I love you. Bye.